Hello everybody, who is ready to kit together? I am so excited for today. It seems like we've been planning this for 10,000 years. I don't know. If you do not know me or you're new here, hi, my name is Jessie Tarian. I'm an independent demonstrator with the company Stampin' Up. I'm located in sunny Las Vegas, and in my craft room, we do all things paper craft. Okay, now that that's out of the way, hello, welcome. Let's do all the things we do when we're going live. I have to find myself and wait for the besties to find me, of course. And I am there, so that is a good start. Okay, here we are. Okay, so, hi Sherry, welcome in, prompt as always. How are we doing? Ooh, knocking stuff off already. How's your weather there? We're windy today, so I was a little worried about the live, but I think it's going to be fine. So, I'm just going to give it a minute or two. Let me explain what we're going to be doing today. So, for those that purchased the Heirloom Arrangement Kit, we are going to be making those cards, putting that kit together basically today. I'm going to show you a few little tricks to elevate the cards, but this kit is so phenomenal, so pretty. I didn't feel like it needed extra, you know? I didn't feel like we needed to cut it apart and do all these crazy things because it's just that good. So we're going to be making the kit together for those who have it. For those who maybe just wanted to hang out, welcome. I'm so happy you decided to sign on today. Give me a shout out and let me know where you're watching me from and how you're doing. I'm also going to be showing you some alternate projects. So we're going to be working on a scrapbook layout today, which is something I am new to. I decorated a treat box and I made a home decor piece. So these are all things that you could do with your kit, or if you get one, you could do that, right? Or you may want to do what I did, which purchase a second one because I love it so much and I had so many uses for it. Who knew? Okay, hi Pam, welcome in. Hi Tammy, how are you today? Hi Brenda. Now, hi Mom, how you doing? Now Brenda and Pam, I just want to say we will be making the cards next weekend. So if you don't want a spoiler, don't watch. And, okay, so I'm going to show you. We're going to be doing these in person. Isn't that pretty? So easy. I used another kit, one of the free kits from Celebration, but they're still on sale. Or you could go to the Dollar Tree and just get a frame. But yeah, so we're going to be doing that. I guess spoiler alert over. You're doing great? Good. I love to hear it. I love, love, love to hear it. I was having a crazy morning, and now my throat is all froggy. So I'm hoping, because you know, I yak my jaws a lot, we're going to get through this together. It's going to be fine. What are you going to do? Okay, I think that enough people are on that I'm going to go ahead and flip down and just get started, because this is going to be a long one. I understand if you can't stay for the whole thing. I will post it on my YouTube channel, so you can always go back later if you want to recreate some of the other projects that I've shown. Okay, here we go. If you get seasick, close your eyes. All right, now I removed my glass mat today because I needed more room and I was tired of the glare, honestly. So there we go. Not so bad. Bigger worker space, you know. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so this was the one thing. We'll do a close-up. Look how pretty that is. and I just use the pieces from the kit and a frame. You know, I'm not a camera person, right? So later on, I will do that real quick. Let me show you some of the other things. So I took one of those little suitcase boxes and I just decorated it up, and then I used the sentiment from the kit. I feel lucky to have you. How pretty is that? A little bit of popping up, a little stamping, adding a little bling. This would be so perfect for a friend, you know, stick a Starby gift card in there, something little. So I did that. Now this is a card that is just straight out the kit. Very pretty. I love all the layers. I love that they gave you vellum pieces. And we're going to be, you know, you guys are just going to be putting your kit together, so your cards might look like this. But I am going to show you a couple things that I want you to gather as you're working, just to elevate it up a little bit. Little things go a long way. So if you have a die cutting machine and some sort of dies where you could cut out a shape to put on there, or maybe a smaller one. Now this one isn't current. I don't even think this is Stampin' Up, but it's one I had in my craft stash, and I really love that shape. Now years ago, Stampin' Up had a punch with that shape. So you might have that if you like the shape. But it could be anything. It could be an oval. It could be a rectangle. If you don't have an embosser, a cut and emboss, you could always just use your paper trimmer to make shapes, right? So it's whatever you have, or a large punch. So you can grab that. Some embossing folders, it's whatever you like, it doesn't matter. I picked some with some leaves and floral. The corrugated one that I love so much right now. And the butterfly one. But it could really be anything that you want to use. And we're just gonna just give some texture to some of our shapes because it really makes it pop. Here's another great die set, if you have it, that you might want to use that I think would go really pretty with this set. And that is the perennial postage. And I didn't know if I was going to use it, but I grabbed the beautiful butterflies just in case. So I kind of just went around the craft room and grabbed some things that I felt went with the theme of this kit. Also, this kit didn't come with ribbon or bling of any kind. It doesn't need it, but you know, I have to put, this is my finishing move, either ribbon or bling, usually both. So grab some ribbon and some gems if you have them handy. Everything else pretty much other than adhesive, well no, even the adhesive is in your kit, okay? So let's open that up. If you purchased a kit, go ahead and open your kit. And let's see what we got. So we have a stamp set. We have a mini block in pecan pie. Now I'm going to be using my full size and saving this for a rainy day or when I do my to-go classes. And here is the kit. So very small. You get all the pictures of the cards, and these are suggestions. You can just do whatever you'd like and be creative with this set, I feel like. But it's nice to get you going, that they take you and show you what they did. So you're going to get some dry adhesive and, and a stamp block, which who doesn't need an extra stamp block in their life? You're going to get some dimensionals, which I definitely used for these projects. You're going to get envelopes, which is nice, that fit the card bases in the kit. throwing things around here. No big deal. So this kit will make 8 cards. And all the card bases are semi-decorated for you. And coordinate with this set. There's more down there. So you can go ahead, if you have it, and just start punching all your pieces out. That way they're ready to go when you want one. We've got some tags for sentiment focal points. And look at all these beautiful prints. Isn't that gorgeous? Here's some more card bases. So you got pink, blue, and some browns. Look at that vellum, printed vellum. And it's all cut out for you. These really pop on the cards, I have to say. Here's more. I mean, look, it just keeps going. It's crazy. I'm obsessed. And now we have the beautiful butterfly pieces that we're going to pop up for sure. And some flower prints that are cut out for you. So go ahead and pop all that out. And they also give you the little tag for your stamp set, which is nice in all the languages that it's available in. And we have our instructions. Does anyone save their chipboard? This is such good, thick cardboard for 3D projects and junk journals and bags or bag books and all that good stuff. I save it. I hoard it, actually. So, here's an example of all the cards that you can make. And then for those who have never done one of our kits, they're all picture step-by-step instructions. It even shows you where to put the adhesive and the dimensionals. Really no reading required. It's a pictorial. So pretty. They think of everything. They always put a little ruler on the side in case you need to measure ribbon. Love, love, love. Thank you, Stampin' Up. Okay, now, I mean, this is a lot of stuff for $23, right? Like, this is a ton of stuff. You couldn't get a stamp set, ink, an acrylic block, card bases and envelopes, and all the ephemera and paper and all the things for $23. You just couldn't do it. So, okay. I think for me, I have some popped out. So I'm going to pull these as I need them, is what I'm going to do. Now, I don't have my mat, so I got to watch to make sure I am in frame. You like it? Yeah, you save everything, Tammy. I know, I have to. It's one of those things. Let me see if I can pull that up just a little bit. We'll be quiet. We'll be quiet and it won't wiggle and it won't fall down. That's the game. So first I'm going to do a couple cards with you. And then I'm going to start on the projects while you guys are working just to get you started. So I took one of the blue card bases and I'm going to grab my bone folder and just give that a good crease down. Now, if you're one to do fancy folds and take your cards apart and do fancy folds and things, the thing I love about this is they printed both sides. So this is workable DSP or a great card base, right? So, first thing I did was I used some of my card bases from my first set and I cut out that shape I was telling you about, and I'm just going to throw it through the embossing folder for mine, and I'm going to pop it up on the front. Okay? So I'm off camera really quick. to do that. Now, I apologize, but sometimes grabbing the embosser and lugging it over, it's so much work. I mean, I'm not lazy, but I do get tired. I do get a little tired, so we'll just do it this way, and that way I can swivel my chair back and forth. Okay, so I grabbed that fern-looking one, so I thought it kind of went with the card. And just to make it pop just a little bit, because remember, I'm just showing you things to kind of accent what you already have. I'm grabbing a sponge and I'm just going to tip the edges. How many people do this? I don't do it as often as I should, I feel like. I love it. I love the look of it. I don't know why it's not common practice for me. That must be my new thing. I need to make it common practice, you know? I got so many beautiful cards this month for my birthday, and I just love to see what everybody's doing, you know? Everybody puts so much work into it. And Brenda, thank you so much. I received your card the day I posted my thank you with everybody's cards in there. So I did not get to highlight your beautiful card, but we are going to use that set for our free card making live, and I'm going to show it to everybody then. So you will get a shout out, girl. So, okay, so there we go. That's how I'm starting it. What do you think? And let me go over here. I want to do a sentiment, so I'm going to grab that, and let's just play. Let's just have some fun. I'm not going to follow what Stampin' Up! Tells me. I'm just going to see what I like. Now, I want something with a little color. And I really liked the way they just kind of layered everything. So we're going to need a butterfly. We're going to need some flowers. Oh, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. This is the fun thing with this kit, I feel like. It really gives you so much to work with and the opportunity to be creative. So I'm going to hang this tag. I'm going to put some ribbon in there. We got to do some greenery. And that kind of looks like the embossing folder that I used, so I'm going to use that. I'm sorry, we all know I'm a Hot Mess Express, so I'm going to have that in the background a little bit. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to play, have a good time. Just enjoy our time together. You know what I'm saying, bestie? You get me? Are you picking down what I'm putting up? This is what I need to know. Okay, so I'm loving this. Let me start kind of fixing stuff in place so that I know where I'm going to go. Now, I think this would be the front side, but I don't know why. That's just working for my vision a little bit better today. Got my Stampin' Seal. What's everybody's weather like? Is anyone getting snow? Who is that? Debbie? Are you on? Debbie is my friend from Vermont, and she was getting snow the other day on the live, and I was like, it's hot! I'm sweating! You gotta love it. I mean, I don't know. I guess because you guys are online, I just feel like you're right next door, or you're in the room with me, and I forget that people are living in other places where they get weather. It's cool here today. We're not hot, but and windy. It's definitely windy. And I just got the bejesus scared out of me because my cat is sitting here right next to the next to the tablet. Let me make sure I am Misty Rain. Oh, I love that, Tammy. I just want to make sure I'm still live, right? Yes? Am I frozen to every... No, it's moving now. It's my machine. I got scared, guys. I thought I was frozen. I don't want to be a crazy person talking to myself. So the tags and stuff, go ahead and put some of that ribbon through. You don't need a lot, or twine. If you're not a ribbon girly, do the twine. That works. My cat Jackson is here. He's camera shy though. Huh, Jack? It's like, yeah. So I'm just tying it, nothing fancy. You could put a bow if you wanted. I am having a hard time in my craft room. I need to tear it apart to clean it and organize it. I am not one that can just clean. I have to like move furniture and rearrange and do all this crazy stuff when I clean. I don't know why I'm like that. It's just the way my brain works. And so my craft room, I try to put things back where they go, but I don't know. After a while, I just start making piles. I think that's the ADHD in me, but I am a pile maker, and yeah, my pile's out of control. Out of control. And I just, I have to just tear it up, but I haven't had time because I've been so busy, and every time, you know, I work in here, so it's not like I can close the door and ignore it. It's in my face. No, I want it to the side. I just love that. Okay. Now, when you work with vellum, you don't want to put liquid glue because you can see where the liquid glue was. Even if it dries clear, it'll kind of see through and look weird. But if you use, oops, I just ripped it. If you use like Stampin' Seal or anything like that, it's not going to show. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Let me see if I can fix my oopsie. Come on. Nobody's going to know. There you go. All right, so now I'm going to pop these up. I feel like with these cards, popping up is your friend. It's your go-to move. You know what I'm saying? Like layers and popping up. Texture also. So the embossing really makes it pop. So when you have layers, yes, you're getting a little bit of lift, but you want that dimension, you want that texture. That's what I'm telling you. Now this is kind of matchy-matchy. Yeah, I like it. What do we think? You like it? It's extra, I know. But if I put that on there, where am I going to put my sentiment? Wait. Genius! Look at that. Okay, never mind. See what I'm telling you? This set, it speaks to you. I love it. All right, now. Sorry. Does anyone else do that, or is it just me? Probably just me. It's fine. It's fine. We all know I'm weird. That's why you tune in, right? I get so excited. I just, you know, cannot curb the enthusiasm. I don't know. I was born to two really cool parents. You know, they were cool people. And I did not inherit that gene from either one of them, I swear. I just am who I am, a dork, and it's fine. They accept me for who I am, dang it. Right, Mom? Oh, Lord. Here we go. I'm going to tip this too while we're talking about it. So today, I am new to scrapbooking. Let me start by saying that. I've done like paper bag books, but I always make them and then get to the part where I put the pictures in and then I just save them. I don't put the pictures in, so I'm trying to change that. My mom and my aunt have gifted me some old family photos through the years, and I really need to start doing something with them. They're in bad condition. Some of them weren't stored properly, and they're falling apart. And so I pulled some pictures today to do the scrapbook layout because it helps me to know what I'm showcasing, I guess. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So I was going through the pictures and I'm sitting here bawling my eyes out because I don't know why I'm like that. I miss the people that are gone. I'm sad that my children grew up. How could they do that to me? You know, I'm a mess. So I'm sitting there and I get the song in my head from Miranda Lambert, The House That Built Me. So good, but should not have listened to it. So I am hysterical crying, singing with the song, looking at these pictures, and then I just start laughing because how can you not, right? Jeez, I'm a mess. Such a mess. Oh, Lord. But you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh about it. Okay, so this, what do we think so far? Are you obsessed? Is this not the most gorgeous card? I barely did any work to it, but it is just, chef's kiss. Thank you, Lord. Here we go. Grabbing my Pam's pick. Love it. And I'm going to use some gold little dots. Just give it a little bling. And I think that's all it really needs. But you could stop without the bling. If you're not a bling girly, can't relate but understand, you know? I think I'm just going to do 2. I think it's enough. I could put 1 here. I'm obsessed with the number 3. I can't help it. I was born in March. I had 3 children. They were 3 years apart, each one of them, you know. 3, it's my number. Okay, so first card for me is done. I'm going to I'll do a little stamp, a little butterfly in there, but I'm not going to do too much because I want this to be for writing. You know? You love it, Cheryl? Are you obsessed with this kit? I'm telling you, so pretty. All right, let's see. The only thing about not having my mat down is that I'm stamping on my beautiful table, but do I want one here? I'm so scared right now. Okay, well, it's not bad. It's supposed to look grungy. It's fine. Ah! What are you gonna do? And I think this is technically maybe a moth. I don't know. Is that a moth or a butterfly? It could be either. We're going to do it in brown, so we'll say it's a moth. I don't mind. Whatever it is, we love it. It's fine. And you could certainly use different ink colors, you know. Grab what you got. There we go. So now that's a really pretty area to write. Oh, I am obsessed with this card. Okay, on to the next. I'm going to grab a pink card base. And fold it and use my bone folder. felt weird. I was like, did I just create something new? What happened? Okay. Oh, I thought I lost my pan pick. Where am I? Okay, what do I want to do? Let's play for a minute. I want to use one of these, some of these bigger pieces. Ooh, a little shaky. I like this one. I like that. Let's grab some flowers. This one kind of looks like it. Maybe we'll put them, I'm going to trim that. So what else? So the other thing, other than, my whole life is chaotic really, because it is now time to put up my Easter decorations. So I'm going to tear, and this is an ADHD thing for sure. I'm going to tear up my house, limb from limb, redecorate and clean everything as I go. It will be phenomenal, but there will be some tears shed. I will get tired, and at some point I'm going to want to give up, but it's fine. It'll be fine. I used to do this all the time. My poor husband would go on a 12-hour shift, and he would come home and bump into the furniture or something because he'd never know where things were. Like, oh, you cleaned? Nice. It is what it is. Okay. We're going to layer like that. I'm going to put a butterfly up here. And then I'm going to put my sentiment down here. What do we think? And I think for texture on this one, I'm actually going to emboss the whole front cover. I don't want to do the whole thing because you have to be able to write in it. So what I'm going to do, let me grab a folder. I like this one. So I'm just going to take it, and you could totally skip this step. So if you don't have an embosser, just keep going. Don't worry about it. So the front of your embossing folder has the Stampin' Up! Logo if there are embossers. And it has a line. That line helps you to keep your embossing straight. So if you line your paper up with the line, it's always going to be straight. And when you emboss the front cover of one of your card bases, you're going to just put that front cover in there with the inside on the facing the bottom and the top of the embossing folder up top. So that way your image will be embossed instead of debossed. And then you're going to line up the score line to the edge. Okay? If it goes over a little, it's going to be okay. But try to get it, lined up like that. Let me run this through. For this method, you would need a large embossing machine because you're going to want to put it through like this. If you put it through this way, not going to fit. Okay? So I just ran that through real quick. And look at that pop. Love. That's what it needed. I am a texture girly, I have to say. Very much so. Grab my bone folder. I'm going on the back lightly and just giving it a light crease back down. Okay. What do we think? Loving it? I'm obsessed. I love, love, love it. Okay, so I said, I have a little bit of a memory issue. Just gonna do that. Okay. I design it, I go do something, I come back, I forgot the design. That's my brain, but you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's okay. You know what I just noticed, guys, is that they even went as far as to give the little stitched detail on this. They think of everything. Those Stampin' Up! People. All right. You know the drill. I'd say I'd stop being weird, but then it wouldn't be me. You'd be like, what's wrong with her? And you could certainly tip these in some ink. That would look really pretty. I don't want to bust into my new ones. I kind of wanted something a little darker, almost. Like that. Yes! Jackie, what's the matter, buddy? He's under the table just rubbing back and forth on my leg. Like, Mom, I'm here. What are you doing? Do you got treats? Snack? Something? Okay. All right, so we're gonna put this like this. You know, I'm thinking maybe a little bit of ribbon there. What do you think? Just a tiny bit. This is that iridescent ribbon, so pretty. Sparkle girly for sure. Come on. You can do it. All right, if I can get this knot tied, we're gonna party. Like it's 1999, guys. I'm telling you right now. Did it. I'm not gonna sing for you. In my head, I'm singing. Sing along. Anyone else do that? Oh, Lord. All right, so we're gonna put that on there, and then we're gonna have a little like that, and I'm definitely doing a little gardening. So let's see, what sentiments, let me look at the paper, it's easier for me to read it that way. Except for, I have to get the right language. Here we go. How about thankful and grateful? Why don't we do that one? That's super cute. We always need thank you notes around here. I have a ton I have to start working on. It's awful. When I was a kid, my mom used to sit me down, like after birthdays and stuff, and we would write out our thank you notes. She would help me, and you know, I would write them all out, and I really appreciate that now because I wish she would still do that for me. It's kept me focused, you know what I mean? She was like, nope, you can't get up and play until you do your work. And now I get distracted. There we go. Right, Ma? I can see it now. She's going to have her little notebook. She's like, no problem, I'm on it. Should go down here. Punch. And I want to just cut, let's see what I have around. Just a scrap. Just a few hearts, you know? Just something. What do I have in my Bertha bin? I have this. Yay. Does it kind of pop? It kind of doesn't pop, though. What else do I have? Does anyone else have a scrap bin? And if you do, what is its name if you named it? I name everything, okay? Everything. That's Laverne, my Big and Boss machine. Boo, my pan pick. Felicia, no, I don't know. I don't name my punches apparently, but certain things like my scrapbook bin. Woohoo! Here we go. Yeah, I love this. Love, love, love. What else was I going to say? I don't know. The thing about me is you always know what I'm thinking, which is either a curse or a blessing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't just keep it to myself. If it comes into my brain, it's going to come out my mouth eventually. But at least then you know, like, oh, that's what she thinks. There's no gatekeeping. There's no guesswork. This is what it is. Welcome to it. All right, so I'm going to put one here and put one up there. I love it. Now this does come with the tear and tape, and it's great. It's great stuff. I hold it for certain project. It has a really strong hold and it is convenient, but this is quicker just to kind of slide it on versus, you know, tearing it off, putting it on, taking the back off. Just so you know why I'm using this and not what was provided, I guess. So we're just going to stick that down there. And I'm just going to use a glue dot. I've really started using all the adhesives. For a while, I was a liquid glue girl only, but everything has its uses, you know what I mean? And some of this stuff is just so dang convenient. Like that, I didn't have to wait for it to dry. I didn't have to pinch it down, and it's good. I don't have to worry about it. Okay. I don't know why, but that needed a trim. It was driving me nuts. I just kept seeing it. Okay, so the last thing, my finishing move, I'm just going to put some bling on this. Now I do have some of those pearls. I think I'm going to put the pearls on this one. They have kind of like a iridescent pink to them, which really matches this beautifully. And I'm loving. There we go. There might be a curvy hair on there. We don't know. Here. There. Yes. So how is everybody doing with their kits if you're working with me or with the project you're working on? If you're working on something, share it so we can all see it on the event page. I would love to see your work, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be a kit, but I love seeing what people are working on. You know what I mean? And also, I started a group called the Besties Stamp and Chat. That's just for us to hang out. So, you know, when we're done here, go over there and just join. It's free. There we go, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. I am obsessed. I am so obsessed with this set. I am going to buy more of these kits. I have to be honest. Okay. So now that we've gotten you into my process on how to create these kits, how to do the cards, I think you've got this part. So I'm going to move along to a couple of my special projects, and we're just going to chat and you know what I mean? do what we're doing. So, sorry, I'm trying to go, I don't know what's happening. Here we go. So many choices. I know it's crazy. Hi, Michelle. Welcome in. How are you? I love it when I make my mom laugh. So I've accomplished my goal for today, guys. There we go. We have not had our coffee nor our 12-hour conversation. So it's good that I can make her laugh online. Okay, this one I'm not going to do on camera because I feel like it's the same process as what we did with the cards. But I just want to give it a second because it is so pretty. And I have a special someone that I actually made this for. Her birthday is coming up. And I'm going to put a little gift card in there. And she's near and dear to my heart. And so, yeah. I love when I'm creating things, I'm thinking about the person I'm going to gift this to or give this to. And it means a lot to me. Okay, so, and I hope it means a lot to them. So anyway, next project. We are going to create a piece of home decor. Now, this is something that the besties that live locally are going to do with me next Saturday. So what I did was I made a large order and I ordered a bunch of the kits that they purchased from me. And I even gave them the discount that I got because I could bundle and save everything for everybody. So it was a great deal. For 20 bucks, they're going to get a home decor piece. They're going to be making cards. They get to use all the stuff that I have at my disposal. So it'll be at their disposal too. And I can walk them through the process if they need ideas or help. So if you're local, I still have 1 or 2 kits available. So if you message me, I can put you on the list. But what I did was I purchased all those kits. I qualified for free celebration items. And one of the items was the craft kit. Let me see what the name of it is. It is Happy Houseplant Kit. Okay, so I'm going to open it up. So I got a couple of these for absolutely free for making my order. So I'll show you. Now we won't be using, obviously, the kit. We're going to be pilfering it for the parts. But if you were to buy the kit and make it, you would make these 3-dimensional, really cute set of 4 pictures. And it has everything you need in the kit. But I got them so we could use the mats from inside, which I'm grabbing now. And the picture frames. And it didn't cost us anything because it was celebration. Which, it's sad that's only one time a year. And I understand because Stampin' Up! Gives away a lot. I mean, it's great. Yes, you do have to make a purchase to earn something for free. But they're giving phenomenal things. Stamp sets and die sets and paper and ribbon and all those things. If you're going to shop anyway, why not get a gift, right? So, we're going to use the frame. We're going to use the mat. If you didn't have a kit and you went, like, let's say to the Dollar Tree, go ahead and fit your mat to your frame. So that's just taking a piece of your cardstock, cutting it to fit the frame, and then cutting a middle, if it was a square, you would do a box inside, or if it's a rectangle, you could even use a die, a large die, to make a shape instead of just a square. So you can customize it in that way. But we're going to use the kit, so this is what we're doing for this. So I'm going to open it up, and I wanted to add some dimension to my picture and the layers, just like we do our cards. But I still wanted the glass on the front because to me, that's what elevates it, right? this piece of, it's actually plexiglass on this. That piece of glass really elevates this to make it something elegant and fancy and not just, I don't know. It just does. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But I also wanted the texture and the layers to come through. So this is how I did it. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm just going to show it to you. Words of wisdom, guys. Here we go. I know, eye rolls here. Insert. Hello, Jackie. Don't give me the stink face. I was trying to be funny. It's okay. There is on these like a piece of protective, what do you call that? Like plastic. So, just in case you do have one of these, make sure you take that off. Okay, so we have our frame. I've pushed back the little prongs, and now I'm going to take some of those dimensional strips that we sell. Now you could just do this with dimensionals, but you're going to have to cut them because you want to fit them in the grooves of your picture frame. And I love these. You get a whole bunch, and you could just break them with your hand, really. And they're double-sided, sticky, just like our dimensionals. But you're going to want to put a strip in that groove all the way around. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to fill every little space, you know. You just want enough that it's going to pop up that mat. And if you don't get it exactly where you want it, you can reposition it. It's not going to mess anything up. Now, don't pull the backing off yet, because when you're designing, you're going to put the picture in the frame 1 or 2 times just to kind of see how you like it. So before you commit, oh wait, hold on guys. I know what I did wrong. I was going to say, we still got to put the other thing in there. See, you can remove it, put it back in, it's not going to matter. There we go. Where's that plexiglass? Put your plexiglass in first, or your glass piece. Get that in there. Now put the sticky. There we go. We're back on track. I told you, I have a brain like a goldfish. It goes off in a direction and whoop, here we go. I cannot help it. I have beans on the brain. Oh, here we go. Allergies, not COVID. We're all okay. Here we go. And it goes pretty quick. It's pretty easy. You just stick it down in there. Use this last piece. These are the pieces you use to make the, what do you call those cards? The, like, shaker cards and stuff. That's what it is. All right, so I got it in there. Now I'm not going to unstick it yet. I'm not ready for that part. Now you're going to want to take your card base. So you either can cut a card base, or if you want to save those card bases, you can go ahead and just cut a piece of DSP. It's really up to you what you want to do. But I'm going to cut the card base. And basically this front, with a little bit extra on the top and bottom, fits in the mat for this, but you're going to have to fit it according to your mat. Okay? So I don't really have a measurement for you. But for mine, I'm going to leave a little bit extra, even though it is scored. It's pre-scored, that's okay. It doesn't bother me. And I'm going to do a completely different one for this one. So now I'm going to get my mat, because you're always going to want to be working to see what you're doing. So far this is what we have, right? Now, let me see what I want to work with. And let me pull in the one I have done so you can kind of compare. Let me see if I can fit it in here. I think I can. Give it a minute to catch up, guys. It'll be here in a sec. There is a serious delay. And I really like it overlapping a little bit, but that's me. So you can kind of see it. There's a glare. I don't know. There you go. That may have made it worse. Who knows? Okay. So let's see. Ooh, that's a really pretty piece. Like that, maybe. Got our butterflies. Stick that piece in there. Now some of this, these are hard choices for me, by the way. No. Hello, Speed Racer. I really like the look of that. So we're definitely keeping that. And I'm bringing some blue in, and we definitely need some layering. Yeah, I'm so excited. Oh, sorry. That's what goes on in my head while I'm doing this, okay? You're welcome. So, can't answer right now. Can you guys hear when the phone rings, or is it just silent? I always wonder that. Okay. I'm kind of feeling a vibe here. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere. Okay, I'm going to layer it like that. I love this. We're doing this. I'm going to add more butterflies. I'm talking out my process. And a little piece of vellum too. No, not a flower. Gotta go to these. So what's going on in the chat? Let's see. I know it's so hard. There are so many choices. Yes, so that is a window sheet. But if you, Sherry, if you had a, like just a regular picture frame, you would just put the glass back in the picture frame. So just in case I wasn't clear. Thank you for the question. Thank you for the question, my friend. Okay. You know, we got to get some vellum in there. I'm loving this. What do you think? And then this is the same kind of flower. I'm just going to pop one up and an extra butterfly, and I think we got our design popping. It's popping. So let's see, yellow. Now I like to just fold mine. And we can't do too much of a pop-up. Like on the cards, those suckers are up, you know. But on this, it can't pop up too much because you only have a little bit of room with the glass. But there you go. What do we think? And then I could put some bling. I think that is so pretty. And I think it complements it pretty well. Oh, guys, am I live? Okay, I'm still live. Sorry. I just had a mini minor panic attack. Mom, if I lose signal, please just call me. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our card base, or you could use a piece of DSP. It does not, you don't have to cut up your card bases. I have some besties that do not like to cut up and alter the stuff they get in their kit, and I understand that. I do understand that, friends. So you do you. You can use, we have beautiful paper, use it, don't hoard it. You can't take it with you, guys. It's hard. I am a paper hoarder. Don't think I'm not. I totally am. But, you know, gift it with your beautiful crafts and let people enjoy it. That's what I'm saying to you. Now, you could also totally throw that through the embosser and give it some texture. Would be really pretty. But I'm trying to make like a set, and I didn't do that for the first one, so I don't want to do that for my second one. Okay. I'm going to stick this down like that. And then I like to cross this. Ma, couldn't you just go to bingo? My gosh, I've been thinking about that all day. I've been thinking about that all day. Why is my life so hectic? I am a bingo fanatic, okay? I love it. I just love it. I don't even care, like, I love to win. I am a winner, okay? I love to win. But you can ask my mom. Like, I give a big tip to the person who pays me when I win. I split it with Mom. I don't care. It's not the money. It's I want to win. I want to be a winner. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm a very generous person. I'm very giving. I would give you the shirt off my back and not think anything of it. But dang it, I just want to be a winner. That's the biggest thing. When I bring people to bingo, I'm always like, oh, please let me win. I want them to know that I'm a winner. I don't want them to think I'm a loser. That's not how it works, but you know, that's the way in my brain it works. That's what I'm telling you guys. So I'm going to overlap that onto the mat. I really like that look. Sorry, in these long form videos, I do have a little bit of diarrhea of the mouth. One might say, I don't know. But if there's silence, it would be boring, right? I wish you guys could talk back. Then it would be more entertaining, probably. Hello, Jackie. What are you doing? Okay, and then we're going to stick that piece on there. And I'm going to try not to rip it this time. No promises. What was that? Is that a purr, or were you trying to breathe? Did you guys hear that? It was creepy. It was like, ah. Jack's annoyed with me, I guess. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm going to take my bone folder. And I'm just going to, like you were curling ribbon, just kind of running the bone folder and my finger with the paper in the middle, like that. Just to give it a little tip up. Just a little something, something. That's what I'm saying. And we're gonna, yeah, I'm gonna put it there. What do you guys think? Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love this so much. I do love this set a lot. Butterflies always remind me of my mom because she loves butterflies. And like growing up, she had things, people would give her things with butterflies, or she had butterflies. She had unicorns too, but I don't know why. I guess I don't see a lot of unicorn stuff, so it's always butterflies when I see butterflies. There you go. All right, there it is. What do we think? Obsessed. Okay, now let's just see, everything's fixed. So I can just hold it in there for a second and just see. See, you can see that little bit of dimension, and the flower really pops. Ooh, one thing I noticed before we finalize our thing is I need to put a little bling on this. Needs a little something. I'm not going to do the ribbon, but I am going to put some bling. Come here, boo. Now let's see, what color did I think I used the gold. Trying to match it. I'm definitely hanging these in my house. They're so pretty. Okay. There, power 3. Done. Oh, I love this so much. All right, now the only thing you have left to do, if you put the, let me grab my pick again. If you put your little strips in there or your dimensionals, go ahead and pull the paper off the back. It just kind of helps secure it in place, you know? Hey, pick, Jessie, pick. It's there to help. You know what it is too? From all the stupid emotional crying that I did over the song and the pictures and my life, who knows? And then my allergies, I have no vision left. It is blurry over here. Now I don't know what I did with my little stopper. Okay, so now we're just gonna fit those in there. Like I said, I don't know why I am the way I am, guys. See, it's just going to kind of nestle it. It's just going to hold it, you know? There you go. Now, we're going to grab the back, which I have. Misplaced, of course. Yeah, I see it. I was going to say, how do I lose something this big, guys? Make sure that you put it on with your hanger up. Just in case. Ow. I'm actually thinking I might put these in my bathroom. I decorate everywhere for every holiday or I'm a decorator, you know what I'm saying? But my bathroom's been kind of plain lately. And these are nice and springy. So what do we think? Do we love this? Are you obsessed? Are you going to make one? I need to know. So there's my set. So they complement each other, but they're different. So they totally, like, picture them on the wall like that. I don't know if you can see that whole thing, but that's where we're at. Okay, so that is my decor project done. You love it, Sherry? I'm telling you, it's super pretty. Love this set. And I really didn't add too much. You know what I mean? Get a picture frame and you could do it too. Now, the next thing we're going to work on, and the last thing for me today, is a scrapbook layout. So like I said, I'm new to scrapbooking, and I don't have a lot of experience with it. So if you are a scrapbooker, hit me up with all the comments and the suggestions you may have, because I would love to hear them, honestly. Now let me catch you up to speed on where we're at. I got my pictures, and I will introduce them in a minute. I got 2 pieces of it. Basically looks like just a burlap or a muslin. I think they call that muslin fabric. It's just a very neutral paper, and it's 12 by 12. I cut up my card bases, and I did 2 things. 1, I cut them in half on the score line. 2, I cut out my big shapes. 3, I took ink and I edged them. So they're a little bit weathered or distressed. That's the word, distressed. And I just, so that's the prep that I did for this. But I do have a plan. Now, I also distressed the frames because I realized how cute is that. This set is all about layering tags, frames, you know, and I just thought this was really cute. So we're going to use some of these too. Now, my photos are very old. They were damaged. So I backed them with some white paper. I don't know if that was the right move, but it did help kind of stop them from curling. I mean, there's smudges and fingerprints and all kinds of stuff. But let me introduce you to my grandma, my Aunt Peggy, and my Aunt Jessie. I was partially named after my Aunt Jessie. I'm her namesake. And these 2 ladies are my grandma's sisters. So they were very much a big part of my life growing up, and I love them so much and I miss them. So I have to move on or I will start to cry. Sorry. Anyway, so I had these cute pictures of them, little cutie patooties. And let me show you. Mom, I'm about to embarrass you. Look away. This is my dad, my mom, and myself when we were younger, and my Aunt Peggy in Brooklyn. And I just love this picture, and it was such a gift because on the back was, explain it to me, but it's my grandma and my Aunt Peggy, and they're in fur coats, and my dad and mom in front of my grandma's house. So I had these pictures and I wanted to use them, and I felt like this set, it's kind of vintagey, kind of worked, okay? So there's my sharing. I'm going to just take a little sip real quick. Let me know in the comments if you are a scrapbooker and how long you've been doing it. Whew, okay. Here we go. Ugh. All right. So I'm going to start with the first page. Now, I haven't decided what words. I want to put some large words. I may just end up doing like love. I'll do that later. I have to decide really what I want to put on here. But I do know that I'm going to write and put the date and things and some little journaling spots on tags. So we'll make the tags, but I won't fill them in, obviously, right now. So let's just practice with a layout. This is how I do it. I want to do very much layering. I don't know how much texturing I'll do, but we'll see. We'll see. And I kind of had a roundabout that I was thinking. These feel so, oh yeah, I do have 2. I was like, why do these feel so thick? Let me see. Okay, I kind of like that. I'm digging that. We're going to go with that. Now this part, I'm going to just adhere down. I did prep, and I really put a lot of thought into what I was going to do before I go live. And I used to do two. I would do one, for example, to show, and then I would make one. But I realized sometimes it's nice just to watch the process. And so that's what I chose to do today. Ooh, I'm not going to glue on that. I should be using my silicone mat. It is here somewhere. Don't be like me, be better than me. Use your silicone mat so you don't get adhesive all over your table. But if you do, just soak your table in Windex and you'll be fine. These are my hot tips of the day. Here we go. Okay. All right, so we have our general layout. Now let's see. Okay, so, wow, Sherry, you've been scrapbooking for 20 years? Oh, wait, no, did I read that? I am a scrapbooker, and yeah, all right, I read it right. I was like, wait, did I read that right? You have a phone call. I'm popular today. It's so nice to, how did you get into scrapbooking? Let me ask you that, Sherry. Like, do I want to I think I'm going to tuck that. Okay. I love it. I want to know, are there rights and wrong ways to do it? Are there classes out there, or is it kind of like what I'm doing? You just figure it out and then watch videos? What is it? Ooh, I want that a little bit straighter. Sorry. I had to manhandle it, you know. Now some of these I might cut, others I'm just going to leave rough. I might go in and like put corners or something, you know. It's a process. This is a process. So, I don't know. I really want to do this. I think for my children, I have 3 boys. They're not really into, they ask questions and they want to know family stuff, but I know just from my time spent like with my grandma, she would have me sit down, and she had a lot of like costume jewelry, and it would get all like tangled and stuff, and she would always ask me to sit and untangle it for her. And I think it was a way just to make me sit down, stay still for a minute. But I enjoyed it. And she would just tell me stories and stuff like that. And some of them I remember. A lot of them I don't. But I wish I did. And I mean, I have the memory of spending that time with her. But I can't now repeat all those stories. So even though I told my kids things, I want to leave like books with little notes for me for someday. You know what I mean? If they have a question, or they like, what was that all about, that story, or whatever. So much gets lost because, you know, life, we get busy and we forget. So write it down, make notes, make a book. You never know who will cherish it later. That's what I'm saying. Or even just for you to enjoy. This, for me, is therapeutic. It's like time that I'm spending with them and they're not here, you know? There you go. But are they? If I set up some ghost hunting equipment, you never know. They could come and say hi. If you don't know, I am also a ghost hunting enthusiast, and I have all the equipment and stuff, and I go around with my friends and we talk to something. I don't know what. We don't know what it is, but you know, we're trying to figure it out is what I'm saying. We're trying to figure it out. Ooh. That looks like a weed. I don't know what that is. I don't like it. We're not using it. Now some of this here is where I'm going to put, you know, a word or something. I don't know what. So some of it I am going to leave a little plain because, you know, I definitely will not finish this completely. I want it to be really full of journaling spots and ephemera and all the layers and all the things. So I like this. I just figured we could spend some time and kind of see my process of the way I do things. The good, bad, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're going to do a pretty flower. Sorry, Mom. Pretty butterfly. If I had a green one, I would give Mom green because that's her favorite color. But we're going to put a blue one because you used to like blue. That's my favorite color. So we'll go with that. Look at how pretty. Does my heart good. I think I definitely am going to take my butterfly set. I'm going to cut more butterflies out to use. Because I love them. I just think it's so pretty. I didn't cover anybody, did I? Okay. All right. Now I'm not going to attach that permanently, but I want to use this as a journaling spot. Maybe up there. But I am going to put this in some more flowers. Or I think some vellum. Let's do a piece of vellum. And then, like I said, I'm going to have some words here. And I can put, I don't want to do too much. Do you ever get like that too? Is it, with scrapbooking, is it more is more or less is more? Oh, I just ripped it again. Oh my good gravy. Anyway, nobody will know. Which is it? What do you think? More is more or less is more? Or does it matter? It might just be whatever you like. I do not know what's happening with this thing. Glue dot to the rescue. Nobody's gonna know. Let me see what is happening with this. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I don't know. Now, should I put a little bit of ribbon, or is that a bad idea to do for scrapbooks? Ooh, I'm scared. Maybe a piece of twine. What do I have around here? I gotta have something. I have all the good toys. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I don't have. That's too dark. I don't have something I could use. Oh, I'm throwing stuff. Sorry, guys. I'm going to use a piece of twine. So, how many of you watch YouTube, and are you following me on Jesse's Cards and Crafts on YouTube? I would appreciate it if you give me some love over there. I have, oh gosh, over I think 100 videos over there now. It's quite a bit. I basically just post the lives, and as I'm doing videos, I'm going to be putting them over there too. But, you know, some people really, they like to put them on their TV and stuff so they can see the card better, see it up close. So that's good. And Facebook is now only holding live videos for a short amount of time. Figuring it out. Okay. So journaling spot there, words down here. I think I'm pretty happy with this part so far. Thanks, Tammy, I appreciate it. I'll give you a shout out. Here we go. I just want to see. We're gonna have the Stampin' Spot. I feel like it could use one little thing because I could put the words right over the tag. Yes. Yeah, I think that's cute. Put that down too. It kind of holds the picture down a little bit because it's curling. Okay. All right. So there is that part. Now, this is, so that's going to be the left page in the layout, and this is the right. So I have words on that one. This one, and I might add pictures to it as well. I did do kind of like a cascading diamond, but I'm almost thinking I'm going to do that on these. And then put maybe, because I only have 2 more pictures pulled, but I can pull another picture later. We're going to spread these out. So I think for this one, I'm just going to kind of play with it so you guys can see. And then you can tell me if you have any suggestions, because I really, like I said, I'm just learning and I would love a little input. So these pictures are really curling and in bad shape. Lily says hi. So I am going to be cropping them a little bit, cutting a shape out of them, and then adding more pictures to this for sure. But I want to use some of these. I want to use a big floral thing right here. So we're going to do that with these cutout pieces here. See if we can kind of make like a whole moment. You know what I'm saying? And they're kind of similar, so they can work together, I think. These all kind of look the same to me. Of course, they could be completely different because we all know I don't know my flora and fauna. So, the Lord only knows, and she ain't telling me. Here we go. I know, you guys are like, oh, she's a pip today. Yes, I am. Kind of like that. And we got to get a little sprig of this in there too. Now I know it's important because I'm gonna page these that I don't overlap like I do with the cards sometimes. I do know that's a thing. I'm not completely silly. But it's hard for me. I like to pop up. I like all that, you know. So I don't think I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna put like a journaling spot there. So let me see what I got. Maybe, I think that's too, no, I like it. I'm going to put this down here and kind of overlap it so I can write. And then we're going to put a butterfly here. So let me do that. It's all coming together, guys. I can see it in my brain. There we go. So musical today. Who knew? Oh, Lord. Or nuts. I could just be nuts. Who knows? I want to do a little layered moment there. And then Jackie. There we go. Another butterfly. Not these, not these. My aunt's bra strap was like coming down. I gotta put something there. We can't let her go out like that, guys. I'm gonna like kind of flutter the butterfly wing over it. And when I crop her and then I do that, it'll look better. But I'm definitely doing that. Does anyone else pay attention to that stuff, or is it just me? All right, there it is. I need a picture for the middle on this one. I need to crop these two photos. I'm going to cut a few more butterflies out. And just kind of have them around the page. Maybe a little bling, but that's my layout. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? You know what I really need? I need a picture of my grandma for the middle. That makes sense, right? And I could put like sisters here. That would be really cute. Or maybe just their names. Like my Aunt Jessie is actually the oldest and my Aunt Peggy is the youngest. So I could go Jessie, Zoe, Peggy. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm really loving this though. Yay. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me. It really, like I said, it is just us playing with pretty paper, but telling you my stories and, you know, just spending some time. I really appreciate it. That's why you're my besties. Okay, well, I need to take a picture of that so that I can recreate it because I just moved it and everything shifted. Now, let me flip up for a minute. Close your eyes if you get seasick, guys. All right. Are we back? Did we make it? Oh, thank you. This is the best part of my week too, believe it or not. I've had a good week, but this was tops, let me tell you. So, all right. I think that's what we have. I want to make sure, does anyone have any questions? Do you want me to show you anything? Do you have anything you want to share? Let me know in the comments. I'll go through real quick, but I think that's going to be it for me today. Let's see. Yeah, I know. I have 5 years worth of lives on Facebook, and they're all going to be deleted, I think, in May. They are giving me some extra time to download them, and there is a way I can download all of them. Some of them are not worth it. When we started out, it was Jamie and I, and we would just have the camera facing like this, but it was kind of far away so you could see both of us. And we would like make the cards and I'd have to hold it up. And basically I was just verbally explaining to everybody what we were doing, and you had your free packet in front of you. We've come a long way. For a while, I went pretty blind. I was having vision problems. I was having a lot of health issues. And so my husband was trying to help me, so I had something to look forward to. But that poor man, I almost broke him, okay? He was running all this audio video equipment so we could do the lives. It was very technical because he was doing it. I'm not that technical. But for the packets, he was cutting and doing everything. I was explaining what I needed. And for a year, he did that. And he ran the show behind the scenes, an unsung hero. So when I had my eye surgeries and I got better, he was like, okay, girlie, you're on your own. I need a break. And so for the last, oh gosh, it's over a year now, a year and a quarter, we've been doing this, and I've been able to go live more and do all these things. So I just appreciate you guys so much. And I have the best community on the internet, I'm telling you. But I'm going to go. And I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you next week. Mwah.